Welcome to the weekly Roundup Part 1. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 Seconds to a Better You. This is message 328, and I'm Dr. Terry Wurzbacher. Well, this week we had a lot of comments again, so we'll see how many I can get in 2 days. Tim commented that if he's frustrated or angry about something, or even thinking about that thing, he can't fall asleep. But he does find relief in taking deep breaths, and I encourage people to make sure their exhalation is longer than their inhalation because that calms the nervous system. It works via the vagus nerve. Karen decided she would use I am refreshing instead of I need to refresh. One of the special things about doing this hotline is when people take what I say and implement it and then tell me the results. And then, as Karen said on a later call, there's something magic in that transformation when a person does take what I say, processes it, and transforms it into what works for them. Coach Clifford recommended that it helps when you're trying to go to sleep to have a pad by your bedside so you can jot down what's bothering you or what comes to mind and then let it go, knowing it won't be forgotten. April told us she learned a lot from setting many goals this year and also from those goals that haven't been achieved. She said she hasn't done the big canvas that she put on her goal list or her bingo card, but she's become more creative, and that was the ultimate need and desire in the first place. Paul had the cutest comment of all this week. He's intrigued that after listening to Dr. Gilbert for all these years, he knows who I'm talking about when I just say their first names. That's the closeness we all have, and we all feed off of one another's amazing energy, too. Tim had a lot of good comments about the questions I gave. He said that although the questions I gave were good, the most important thing you can do is listen after you've asked that question. The other person should be doing at least 80% of the talking. Another problem is that often people don't wait for a response. I agree and think that gives a message to the person you've asked that they really don't matter and your question was just perfunctory. That's almost worse than not asking. Tim also felt that the value of the questions I gave depend on the person, and that's very true. He thought some might be better second questions after some sort of icebreaker to get a sense of how someone's doing. He's most likely right. I do think, though, that you can use many of these that seem too deep if you know the person. Karen said I should put the questions together in a list so you can have them. It's a great idea, and I'll try to get to that, but I'm really behind after this week. She also said that often people want to be helpful, but they don't know what to say and sometimes make things worse, and that was interesting. She said maybe you asked something that required the person to make a decision, and they aren't in a space where they can do that. Aaron said that many of the questions did make him want to open up. That's a sign that they may work on someone else if you yourself react to them. We'll talk more about this tomorrow. Have a diamond day, everybody.